Welcome to Rick's Corner, brought to you by Old School Labs, the brand I trust and the only one I put my name to. Use my code drasin12 on the link below.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. I want to talk to Rich about something about the difference between amateur and pro bodybuilders. Just like there's amateur and pro wrestlers. There's a variation there, there's a difference there, there's pro cards, there's fees paid, and no one really knows what it's all about or why it's all about. But explain to us, from amateur to pro, what you have to do.
You know, it's a long road. It's a lot longer than most people realize. You know, basically, you know, you start off in your local level shows. A lot of people start off at their teenage shows. You know, and then they work their way up to the local level shows. Once you win a local level, then you go up to your national level, basically qualifying shows. So you're basically trying to qualify for a national show.
Right.
Once you win that, then you go to the national level. And a lot of people will hit the junior national level, which is like Junior USA, Junior Nationals. Then from there, they'll go to the national level.
Okay.
National level is where you turn pro. You know, we basically have 3 pro qualifiers. We have the USA, the Nationals, and the North Americans.
Okay.
And you know, that's where it takes. Some people spend 5 to 10 years trying to turn pro, just on the national level, not including all the stuff they did up to that point.
Right.
So it's a very long road, and you know, most of the people trying to turn pro don't ever turn pro. You know, it's a very long, hard road, just like wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, how many guys we know have actually went to Connecticut, stayed in the WWE training camp for a year, and then kicked out.
1 out of 5,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. The road's very hard, very long, and the worst thing about it is that when you finally do turn pro, the reality hits, and you realize that, you know, there's not, you know, you assume that you're going to get an endorsement contract. You know, money's going to be coming at you. You're going to get paid to work out,
yeah.
And all your work is over. You know, now your life is easy,
Right.
And you know, it's not that way.
Well, you're right. Now, an endorsement contract, let's just say you make a name in bodybuilding, you make a name in wrestling. I have a name here in Rick's Corner, and getting sponsors to stand behind you and endorse things don't always want to give you money. They want to give you product.
Exactly.
And there's only so much product you can take and use, and the product you can't give to the Department of Water Power and say, here's my bill. The phone company, here, take a can of protein and I'll pay my phone bill. You got to have money. And
Yeah.
a lot of people don't put out money for this. So when you turn pro, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make any money at it.
Yeah, you know, it's sad, but a lot of the contracts out there are not what people think they are, you know,
Right.
and a lot of people that have the contracts, they don't go around telling people what it is because it's embarrassing that you're not making what you think you should be making.
Right.
You know, you're not going to brag about only getting supplements, you know.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
So a lot of people, you know, believe that, you know, a lot of people are making more money than they are.
Well, you're a professional bodybuilder, meaning that you would think that a professional means that you're paying your bills by what you make. And it's the same with the professional wrestling. When I was wrestling, I had to have a license. Which is basically a pro card, which is through the athletic commission to a licensed promoter, and he paid me for what I did. Now, today's wrestlers don't have licenses, so when they say they're a professional wrestler, really they're not. They're a wrestler in training, working for free for matches, hoping that someday someone will see them and pay them for it.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with bodybuilding. I mean, how many bodybuilders do we know that really made money, other than Arnold and a few of the guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, basically, I would say the top 10 in the world are making decent money. The top 5 are making really good money.
Okay.
You know, the top 5 are making, you know, millions a year.
Out of what?
You know, out of millions of bodybuilders.
I don't mean that. I mean how? By doing exhibitions, flying around, doing seminars, that type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, the sponsorships for the top 5 are good. You know, right? They just, you know, this year actually was the first sponsorship someone's making over $1 million a year.
That's a lot of
sponsored
money.
by a company.
Yeah.
And so that, you know, that is huge.
Well, now that company is paying them, you're saying?
Paying this one specific person over $1 million a year.
That company has to make back about 4 times that in order to pay them, right?
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah, I mean, you got. They got.
You hope so.
They're not going to give you $1 million and only make $500,000 that year. So it's got to be somebody good who's got their faith in you that you can bring people to the table to buy from the company. That's how this works.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you came in, I talked to you about something else. In order to make money in bodybuilding, and if you're not competing or if you're not endorsing something, there's other ways to do it. And you did compete, but you found a way to promote yourself through social media and your look and what your products are to make a good living at what you do, because you, as Rich Piana, are a unique person.
Thank you.
And I mean that as an extremely high compliment.
Thank you.
You have the look, you got the personality, You're probably one of the nicest guys I've ever met. You're very, very smart. You share your knowledge. You're giving back to the community with everything that you know. You're always accessible to people. They always come up and talk to you. You always talk to them. This is what made you a champion, right?
Right.
It's true. So because of that, when you promote yourself and you do events and you ask a certain fee to do something, you have products you sell, you make a good living at what you do. But not everybody can do that. So what would you suggest to somebody out there who says, look, I want to be a professional bodybuilder? Keep your day job?
Yeah, you know, the thing is that, you know, it's always thinking outside the box, you know.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, everyone continues to do the same thing we've always done. And as a bodybuilder, you know, the logical thing is to win more shows, and that's how you're going to make more money.
Right.
If I win this show, then I'm going to make money, and that's actually not the way it really works. You know, it's more about becoming popular. You know, it's more about getting your name out there. And what a lot of people don't realize is that winning this show, yeah, you won that show and you were the best in that show, but of the entire world, how many people are aware of you by winning this show?
Exactly.
Not very many.
Nope.
Maybe not even 1%.
No. I can count them on one hand, and this one's a midget.
Exactly. So you're popular in this little small pond, but you know the goal should be popular in the ocean.
Exactly.
You know, you want to be, and that's the misconception is it's all about getting your name out there. It's more important than winning trophies.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
A lot of professionals out there, they're maybe in the top 10%, top 20% of the bodybuilding community, but their name isn't out there. So you know they go somewhere, no one knows who they are. You know, but they are one of the top people in bodybuilding.
I understand that.
When it comes to football or basketball, you know, the top guys, anywhere they go, people know who they are.
Well, they're national level. They're on TV all the time. In bodybuilding, it's not.
Yeah, you have to work for it.
You have to be.
You have to get out there and work to get your name out there.
You've got to be good at social media.
It doesn't just happen.
It doesn't just happen at all. And then and to follow that up, you got to have the personality, the charisma that people want to gravitate towards you and say, gee, I just really want to meet that guy. I have so many people who write to me from this show and say, God, I want to meet Rich Piana. I want to meet Rich Piana. Well, you know, you're only can be around as much as you can be around. You know, you got to have time to sleep and eat and do your other stuff.
Right.
But you do make yourself accessible, and that's what a true champion does, and that's why it's worked for you. And you've got a long way. You're going to carry this for many, many years to come.
Hopefully, this is what I enjoy doing. So,
I know you do. You have the passion for it.
Yeah, you know that's important. Is you know if you're doing something you enjoy, you're going to be good at it.
Exactly. And then so many people they go to the job and they come home and they hate what they do. I'm sorry, but people have to do that in life to get by. But if you have a passion like bodybuilding or wrestling, like I used to do, which I don't have now because I don't feel like taking bumps. But if you have that passion for something in life, follow your passion. It'll eventually come to you.
Yeah, when I was about 11, 12 years old, my dad would tell me constantly, you're never going to make money lifting weights. This is not going to do anything for you. You're never going to make money lifting weights.
We all heard that.
And the funny thing is that, you know, in my late teenage years, I started doing TV stuff, as you know, with you.
Right,
so I started making a lot of money off of my body because that's why I was booking things, because of the muscles I had.
Exactly.
You know, so and then I got into this and and it's funny because all along my life I made money because of my muscles.
Exactly.
So, you know, it took my dad a long time, but one day he sat down and he said, you know what? I got to tell you something. He goes, I'm really proud of you. You actually did exactly what I said you couldn't do, and you made money off of your muscles.
That's really nice. That's a nice compliment. My father died when I was 18. He got me involved in pro wrestling just by taking me, and then after he passed away, 4 years later I got into it, and my mom looked at me, she says, why would you want to do a thing like this? You don't need to do this. And my grandma, you don't want to do this. And then they started seeing me on TV, and I heard them say, that's my son, he's on TV wrestling, you know? So I actually proved to them that I could do it.
Yeah.
But it's like you know, you take something that you want to do, that you have the passion for, like bodybuilding got me into everything I wanted to do, got me into wrestling, got me into acting. We've done commercials and movies and all this stuff. We were able to do it because we had the passion to do it. And when the phone rang, said, we need you down there right now, you run, you go.
Yep.
You know, I got a call, this is really funny, I got a call about a year or two ago from my agent. They said, listen, we have an audition for a commercial for you. Put on your posing briefs and oil up. No, thank you. I'm not doing that anymore. I won't do that again. It's time you live outside the box, but you go on to another level, do other things, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right, that's pretty much answered all my questions. Stay tuned for more Rich Piana because we have him coming back for other stuff. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner every time.
See you guys.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to introduce you to my new clothing line. Gym Bums of California. It's at YeahIWorkout.com, YIWO.com. I have this and two other designs plus shorts, tank tops, there's hoodies, there's all kinds of stuff. These are my designs from the 1980s that we brought back, a whole new Rick Racing collection. Go to YIWO.com, go through it, you can order direct. They're all brand new with my signature, and you'll love them. Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code DRASIN12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interests as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
It's Rick Drasin. He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.